Okay, hello everybody, welcome to the EXO Instructor Spotlight Episode 1 featuring Charlene. I'm here with Amelia.
Hello.
And we're going to be interviewing all of your favorite instructors and people who are at Crossover to find out a bit more about their life, their history, their views on dance, and just anything else that you want to ask. A lot of good questions by a lot of people and a lot of bad questions by a lot of people today for Charlene. But it was really fun to ask her and talk to her about it. So I hope you enjoy and listen in and hear what she has to say about love, life, dance, work, other stuff, Reese.
Being single.
It's quite interesting. Hope you enjoy. Hello everybody, this is the first episode of the Crossover Instructor Interview Spotlight. I have a co-host for this. It is Amelia. Hello Amelia, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, talk louder.
I'm good.
But to start it off, we wanted to pick somebody who everybody loves, who is adored by the masses, who has great and interesting feedback, opinions, and ideas about everything. It is, of course, Charlene.
Potato.
Hi! I doubt that everyone loves me. I have haters.
Who's your haters?
Who's your haters? Question 1.
That's not part of the questions to be asked.
I'll ask.
Well, basically what we're going to do today is we're going to talk to Charlene about who she is, how she got into dancing, and her thoughts about different things. Also, we've taken some audience questions on Facebook that we're going to ask her. She's obligated to answer all of them.
No. That's a lie.
We will give you 3 passes. Only 3. So you really have to think, do I really want to use one of my passes on these questions? Alright, those are the rules.
When did you set up those rules?
Right now. This is the first one. Yeah, this is the first one. We're winging it.
Setting the rules now.
So Amelia's got the questions open. Before we get to that, I guess, Charlene, easy question. Who are you?
My name is Charlene and I teach popping at Crossover Dance Studio Saturday 3 to 4 beginners class.
Okay, how long have you been teaching?
2 years according to LinkedIn.
And how long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing in general 14 years, popping itself 6 years.
So when you say in general, what was before that?
Oh, many. So I did hip hop, I did breaking, I did urban choreo.
Talk us through your history in dance.
My history in dance.
From the very start.
How did you start? Yeah.
So I started because I watched this music video of a Japanese boy band called Wins, and then they did a swipe and they did a head spin. I was like, damn, I need to learn that. And then that's why I asked my brother, who asked his friends on Counter-Strike, on what is a good dance studio. And I started in Hong Kong in Wants to Watch Dance Studio.
Wants to watch represent?
Yeah. And then I asked them, can I learn head spin? And then they directed me to a hip-hop freestyle class. And then I asked them, so when can I learn head spin? They're like, yeah, next course, yeah, I'll do it. I never learned it.
Hey, who was the teacher?
Egg.
Egg, yeah. Egg's a very good dancer.
Yeah. So he already set up his old studio.
Beatrix.
Yeah. And then I finally found out that style is called breaking, so I started taking up breaking classes. Yeah.
Who was the teacher?
Little Shing and Homeboy.
I remember, I know Homeboy, yeah.
How old were you then?
Like 13, 14.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty damn old.
How far did you get in breaking?
I think I did 3 years, and then I quit because I injured my back. I'm a very weak person, so I injured my back and I stopped.
Were you doing any move in particular, or?
I was trying to learn the windmill. and then I injured my back. Yeah.
But 3 years of breaking, that's like pretty solid, right? Like.
Well, I was doing my public exam at that time, so I actually skipped school to do breaking class. But of course, like my parents found out and I couldn't do it. So it's like not continuously. Yeah.
Alright, so you're in Hong Kong, you were doing breaking for 3 years, and then what? Then what happened?
And then I did urban choreo because that was the latest trend at that time. That was like the cool people dance.
Also at One Touch?
No, studio dance.
Alright. Why did you move from One to Watch to studio dance?
Oh.
No, this is Hong Kong politics, man.
Oh.
Now we're talking about
you
real
know
shit.
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, the politics was my instructors moved to studio dance, so I just followed them because I have friends. That's it. And then I
Who did you learn urban choreo from?
Locke.
Locke.
Yeah.
Locke is very good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a popper now?
Maybe a different guy.
No, it's a
different guy.
Different guy.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Anyhow, that's the history. All of politics that I don't want to talk about and I don't want to be involved in.
Well, we're not really involved in the Hong Kong politics scene anymore. But
Yeah, man.
Are you still friends with any of your Hong Kong dancing?
Yeah. Well, I'm more friends with funk style dancers, but then I'm still friends with teachers because they see how I grew from struggling with breaking to actually doing something with popping. So they're like, oh, you finally found your true calling, which is popping.
Well, but how did we get to there? So we're at Urban Kari now.
Oh,
And then-
yeah. Urban Kari. the hipster dance.
Yeah.
So I started with Urban Kari. So I tried really best to bring out that attitude. But then they told me that I don't really have an attitude, like the swagger attitude. And then I was like, what? Why? And then I found that maybe deep down I'm not an urban person. So I switched to popping.
Who was your first popping teacher?
Romeo Pop.
Romeo Pop.
I did 2 months and then I quit.
Oh, why? What happened? Why did you? Okay, first of all, why did you start, and then why did you stop?
I started because I want to improve my strength in urban choreo. So I took class, and then I stopped because I got into a relationship with a popper. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna focus 100% on my boyfriend, and I just stopped dancing.
Really? You stopped dancing at that time?
I still take urban choreo classes, but not that much. And then I had my first breakup with the boyfriend, and I was like, damn, I need to get his attention back. So I went to Keanu. I was like, teach me how to pop. And then he's like, okay, and he didn't really know why. And then afterwards, I started learning from Keanu, and then onwards, many other people. So Keanu is the key.
That's the key. Until now, you're teaching yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, looking back on it, did you think you would be dancing all these years, or like when you started, you're like, yes, I'm gonna be a dancer, or?
I think in the beginning, I thought that I would be either a B-girl or urban choreo dancer. I never thought of myself as a popper, so it's like, unexpected.
Well, would you say now that you're one of the top female poppers in Australia?
No.
Then who is?
Yeah, who is?
There are plenty. Oh my god, seriously. If you have to
Name
ask,
drop them. Name drop them.
Names.
Cass, Beverly, Gabby, Tiffany's coming up.
Coming up so better than you.
She will be.
No, right now. Because you've named like 3 names, so that would put you in the top 5 female poppers in Australia, right? Like,
I mean, if you want to put it that way.
Well,
if you want to put it that way.
there aren't many female poppers. Why do you think that is?
It's not a style that is very appealing to girls, because girls, they want to be more feminine. I don't really care about being feminine, so. And then I think popping is a very cool dance. Like if you look at the dance styles that I picked up, nothing involves girl style, because I don't want to be girly. I want to be cool.
What are we pulling up?
What are you doing?
Oh no, I was just like.
All of Charlene's girly pictures. There's a difference though between being feminine in dance and being feminine in life. I think that you don't have to like.
The thing is, like I've taken Josie's classes before, but I don't know. I don't have that feminine vibe. So if I do it, I can do the choreo, but then I don't know. I'm not like sexy enough in a sense.
So how do you feel about that? Like, because the difference between you, like these pictures, and then like you taking some classes and. Like,
Well, pictures are just pictures. It's just like out of 100 photos, I can pick this one. But then dance, it's pretty much, it's like, okay, I'm gonna practice like 10 months, and I'm gonna be on stage for 3 minutes, and then I just can't do it. I'm not a born performer, I guess.
Do you think now that you've done popping for this long,
Yeah.
this is the end point? Like, I'm going to do popping now forever? Or do you think you might do another change? Because you were doing breaking and then you went to urban and urban to popping. Or do you think popping is it? Popping is where you're meant to be?
Popping is actually my most committed dance style. Like I haven't been this committed to any dance styles forever. So I think popping, for another few more years until I can't really do popping anymore.
Well, why do you say that?
Because
why
I'm
wouldn't you
getting
mean?
old.
Hey, there are lots of people who are even older that still do popping. Why do you feel like there'll be a point where you can't do it anymore?
I don't know. Probably if I'm like married and heavily pregnant, and then when I come back out, I can't do popping. I'll probably do some other styles, ballroom dancing.
Ooh.
I don't know.
All right, so that's your dancing history. I know that you've been heavily involved in some of the societies as well.
Oh.
Can we talk about your society involvement?
So, I was originally part of like D2MG, way back, part of D2MG.
Which year was this?
Like 2013. I was a marketing director in D2MG.
D2MG!
At that time, so Christina Rusley, was the president, and she was trying to find people to be her execs. And then I was like, okay, just find me a role that has the least responsibilities. So I don't need to show up for meetings, I just need to do whatever. And then she's like, okay, how about marketing director? I was like, okay, done. So I just picked that up. So it's not for any particular reason. It's not like I'm good at marketing. I just don't like responsibility. Shout out to whoever's the marketing director right now.
All right, and so obviously you were dancing through your uni years. What do you do now?
I'm a lawyer. So I'm a lawyer in PwC. I don't know if anyone knows what PwC is. PricewaterhouseCoopers in Barangaroo, international firm.
Lovely
Very
office.
prestigious.
Yeah, kind of.
What do you feel about your day-to-day job and your dance life? Is it?
It's completely different, of course, because I can't really remember what I do every day because it's so stressful, and then my brain is just stuck, and then I still have to find time to train because in the popping scene, if you don't keep training, people will surpass you. It's very quick. Like, everyone improves so quickly, and I'm very glad because back when I started, the scene was so small. Everyone is pretty much stationary, but right now everyone just improves within like a week or 2 weeks. So I have to keep myself competitive in a sense. Day to day, I still have to deal with my boss and everyone. So I guess it's like living a double life.
Do the people that you work with know that you dance?
They do, and it's very annoying.
Do they ever have they seen you dance?
They try to YouTube me up,
Yeah.
and because my boss forced me to, so I showed them AUX performance in the crossover, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the musicality is pretty good." So they've seen a little bit, but they never successfully forced me to dance in real life.
Not yet.
Even though you're always dancing in the office after hours.
Yeah.
So you train in the office after hours?
Yeah, because I'm bored. Like, sometimes work can be boring, and I have to entertain myself.
Why did you start teaching?
It's because my good friend, aka my crewmate, Chris, I actually have to thank you because he gave me the opportunity to start teaching. And in the beginning, like, I wasn't very sure if I should teach. And then, because actually, when you think about it, beginner's class is actually the hardest to teach because you can't really teach what you really want to teach. You have to teach very basic stuff. And a lot of the basic stuff, advanced poppers can't really remember what they're doing anyways. Because, like, for example, how do you tense your muscles? I don't know. You tense them? Like, questions like these are very hard to answer. So, I start to teach because I also want to revise my foundations, trying to learn from international dancers, trying to teach the right perspective of popping so that people won't think that popping is just waves or just robot dancing.
What's your specialty, would you say?
I guess my specialty is popping and isolation. So I train a lot because I've been inspired by Junior Boogaloo a lot and Do-kyun. So a lot of the people that I watch, they train a lot on isolations. And actually a lot of dancers who took my class wants to learn isolations. For example, whackers, they want to learn because Ibuki did popping when she started. Yeah, so that's a fun fact, I guess.
Alright, well, there's actually a lot of questions I haven't asked, but I do want to open it up to the Facebook questions because we've got quite a lot. Remember, you can only pass 3.
Oh,
And,
God!
Okay.
because we don't have heaps of time, we'll try and do this in a lightning round style. So Amelia is going to read them out.
Should I just start from...
Start from the top, I suppose.
Okay. How do you slay the Hoan?
Now, can you clarify what this question is asking?
The backstory was I went to Singapore once to do a random all-style battle. It's like 4-on-4. Each team has 4 different styles, and then poppers will be against poppers, lockers will be against lockers, and so on and so forth. And I was against a team where the world champion Korean popper Hoan was in the team, and then I was panicking, and then he did this move to kind of scaring me off from my set. So I was like, I kind of air slapped him back. I didn't slap him in real life, but I air slapped him, and then everyone watched it. And it's like, oh, she slayed Hoan. So that is like a false allegation. I didn't slap him.
But apparently you did. People talk about this.
Charlene is known as the Hoan Slayer.
So the question is, how do you do it?
But I didn't win, so I don't know why people say I didn't win. I lost really badly in that round.
Maybe you won the court of public opinion.
Thanks guys. How do you slay the Hoan? I guess just practice hard so that you eventually you get to meet him one day before he retires from popping.
Jasmine asks, what's your highest level Pokemon?
If you talk about the Pokemon NDS game,
Yeah,
of
the
course
main
it's like
games.
level 99 Charizard.
Is that high? I don't play Pokemon. I don't know.
Oh, it's just max.
Okay.
It's maxed out,
Okay.
yeah.
Mabel asks, what level or generation are you on Magikarp Jump?
I think I'm on level 39, and my Magikarp is like 49. Yeah, I don't know if you play Magikarp Jump. It's like a useless game.
Yeah, I've seen people play it like a lot. I take it that you're quite into Pokemon by all these questions.
I'm into all types of games. Besides Overwatch, I don't play Overwatch.
All right. Well, what's your gaming accomplishments?
I don't have accomplishments. I just play first-person shooter games and NDS games and PS4 games.
What's the best game of all time?
In terms of what?
Just your personal
Favorite.
favorite game of all
My
time.
personal favorite game. There's so many too. Sorry, just beep that out.
It's okay.
I swore.
Adult language is fine. I'll tell you that.
I think Hitman. I play Hitman quite a bit. That's like
Any of them in particular, or
no, all of them are pretty nice because it's part of a RPG strategy game. So it actually requires you to think of ways to get away from civilians in a sense. So you don't need to kill them, but you also achieve the goal at the same time. That's like the best game ever.
How long had you been popping when you first entered your
First battle.
first battle? And what battle was it?
I think I started for 2 months, and my first battle was the one. There's a rookie session for the one.
which the one? The very first one? Or
I think so.
Yeah.
That one in
Manning?
Manning.
Yeah, Manning. Yeah.
So that one, there's a rookie session for popping. So I was like, might as well because actually it's the open level would be too intimidating, so I didn't take it. But I took the rookie one. Yeah.
How did you go?
I can't remember. Maybe like top 16. Oh, there aren't many people anyway, so making top 16 would be hard.
What is your favorite pair of shoes?
Puma suedes and New Balance.
Why?
They're very light. They're not as slippery as Hush puppies, but they're not as grippy as Adidas. So they're right in the middle, so it's good. So I won't trip myself, but I also won't fall over.
Is this just in respects to popping, or just in general life?
I think in general life. I'm a very clumsy person.
Next.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your family and friends assume you had done?
No idea. I have no idea. Maybe
Amelia has an idea.
I'm a very law-abiding person, so I don't know. I had tax avoidance, maybe. Now the tax office is going after me after I said that. No, I will not. I'm a very law-abiding. I'm a lawyer. I can't do anything.
Can you tell us the funniest joke you have ever heard of?
And then Annie replied, Charlene's
Charlene's
life.
life.
Low blow, Annie. Your funniest joke is Annie's practice. Because she never practiced. She just sits around and she just drinks milk tea and eat food.
Isn't she your student?
Not anymore.
Heard it here first.
Not anymore.
Oh,
Is this tough love teaching?
Well, tough love doesn't work on her anymore. She doesn't care about if I trash talk anymore.
what exercises do you do to maintain your slim body?
I do popping. Join popping. Look at how skinny Keanu is. That's the secret to having a slim body. I'm not even slim.
What do you reckon? Is that true though? Like, do you do anything else other than dance? In terms of exercise or?
Gym or...
No, I actually don't.
Oh.
I actually don't. I'm actually not slim. Just so you guys know.
You're pretty slim.
You're really slim.
I'm a pear-shaped person.
You're not pear-shaped.
Okay. I mean, it's all about how to dress yourself.
Who's your first starter Pokemon? Back to the Pokemon questions.
Charmander, of course.
So Charmander, Charizard, it seems like you favor
Yeah.
fire types.
Yeah, but okay. For all your Pokemons, I think the latest version, the grass Pokemon is actually better. But then previous versions, it's always the fire Pokemon. Yeah, I mean like grass Pokemon. Who picked that? They would die.
Are you better at Pokemon than Reese?
Oh nah, Reese is like international league player playing for ranks. 400 and something in the whole world or something.
Do you have a rank?
No.
No.
I don't care.
Have you ever been to a tournament?
No,
Would you go?
no. That's super nerdy. I mean, like, I want to be secretly nerdy, not like openly nerdy like Reese. Sorry, Reese. I'm just saying the truth. I'm just saying the truth.
How often do you shave?
Shave what? What is it referring to?
I don't know.
I guess my armpits or legs whenever I
Could
need
be
to.
anything, really, I suppose.
Whenever I need to, because I have a shaver in my shower.
That's fair
That's
enough.
nice, yeah. It's your ideal man.
No dating questions on that.
Oh, so this is your first pass?
Yeah.
Your first pass, okay.
But it's not dating, it's just asking your
Ideal man.
yeah,
Well, she
like-
can pass it if she wants to.
Exactly.
That's her prerogative.
Okay.
Alright, that's your first pass.
Oh,
Why are you still single?
pass.
That's the second pass.
Why is Reese still single?
He hasn't found the right one yet.
Is there a reason why they ask, why are you still single, and why is Reese still single? That's the next
What?
question.
This is
Are you
not-
linked romantically? Are you dating Reese? He's outside. Is he waiting for you?
Reese doesn't want to date me.
How do you know?
Ooh.
Ooh, what happened?
What?
Something happened.
Pass. I'm just talking shit. I
that's
don't
three
know.
passes.
That's the third pass.
Oh my
you can
god,
no longer pass it.
no. Please stop asking for dating questions.
Okay, next question.
What inspires you in popping?
I guess encouragements from people. So what as you can tell, like why I stopped other styles is because people are very discouraging. And like it's like you don't have the swagger, that's why you can't do urban choreo. So I was very discouraged with that. But in popping every day, like Keanu or other international dancers, they kept on encouraging me. They watch my videos, they give me feedback, they give me likes. Yeah, I'm a person who craves Instagram likes. I'm not ashamed of that.
What's your Instagram?
Emily, CHAEMILY. Anyhow, do not follow me. It's fine. I don't
Why?
care.
You just said you want likes. How are you gonna get likes if you told people not to follow you?
Please like Charlene's photos.
And like all of her pictures.
It's alright. No need.
Go backwards to 2012, like all of
Oh,
those.
don't do
like,
that.
Like,
Don't
like,
do
like,
that.
like.
No. Yeah. So I feel like encouragement is a very important part for me to stay in dancing. So that's why I try to do that for other people. Even for my Popping Nation team, Juicy Groove, like I try to be as encouraging. I don't mind if they make fun of me or trash talk against me, just as long as they feel happy doing popping. That's very important. Yeah.
So do you think popping specifically kind of let you be more comfortable with yourself and kind of be yourself compared to the other styles?
Yeah, I mean, like, for popping, I feel like the secret to my success, which is not a success, which is pretty much my personality hasn't changed a bit. But before, I was a very awkward potato. I'm still an awkward potato, but the other layer that makes people want to talk to me is popping. So I think popping makes me like embrace my own awkwardness more and feel more proud of it. But before, I felt like my awkwardness kind of pulled me back to be as cool as I want to be, which is,
Well, let me ask you a question. So you're a lawyer, and you're a popper,
Yeah.
and you're a gamer,
Yeah.
and you're single.
Yeah.
So out of all these labels, which one defines you the most? Is it popping? Would you say I'm a popper first, or I'm a lawyer first, or what? What would be the biggest label for you?
Depending on the time that I spend on things, I guess lawyer, because I spend a lot of time at work. If anyone doesn't know, I've been working like 13 to 17 hours a day. So that's my life in general.
So you're a lawyer first, and then dancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Single is like not even there. I don't care!
Reese is waiting. So.
No.
Have you ever danced to Body Party?
That's your question.
Can you show us a bit?
That's Ron's question. Have you ever danced to body? I think Kevin Dye would be the best person to answer this question because
Whether
Body Party.
you danced to Body Party.
I have, but that video has been taken down. Thanks D2NG president.
There is another video, a solo video on Alice's channel.
We'll link it below.
Oh my god, no! No, you know when I asked Matt to take it down, Matt was like, "Oh, why do you want to take it down?" I was like, "Have a look." I was like, "Now I understand. It's pretty damn embarrassing." I was like, now you know how I feel. Do not post that.
Linked below. Next
No!
question.
That's mostly it.
That's
the rest are a
mostly
bit more senseless.
Yeah, senseless questions, guys.
Amelia, you have to ask the last question. I'm going to last question, and then we'll ask her for her last response. But my last question to you is, what advice would you have for people, especially girls, who want to get into popping? Maybe
That's
that
my
not.
question.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay, then you ask it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, especially girls who want to get into popping. Not necessarily like having to take a class or whatever, but just in general. To girls who want to start popping, what advice do you have for them?
I guess first of all, when girls start popping, it's very difficult because popping is a very difficult style for anyone who wants to start because it's very boring in the beginning because you have to drill. Basically, what you see right now that we can do, like me, Keanu, anyone can do. We've been practicing for more than 5-6 years, so it's a very hard style to pick up. Like you might have other dance classes that you can start doing a showcase after 3 months, but the most important thing is persistence. If you go past that 1 year, you will start doing really well. You have an amazing group of friends, which are pretty much just at Studio 2.5, who are willing to teach you after class, and then you'll be able to freestyle in clubs, and people will see you as like, oh, you're a different girl. You're so unique. Who are you? They will start to know you because you stand out from other girls. Like that's the most important thing. Like you can be unique. You can have your own style. You can do whatever you want because popping is a very versatile style that you can dance to any songs, and you still look cool. You can be feminine if you choose to, but I don't really care. But yeah, so I think it adds to a girl's individuality.
You are very unique.
Haha.
Who is the best popper in Sydney?
That's a very political question.
Who do you think?
Yeah, that's your personal opinion. Go ahead.
Jack.
Who is the best popper in the world?
Whoa, that's hella political. I'm gonna offend so many people if I answer that. No.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Just because it's your favorite? Is that because there are lots of poppers who will be like, why didn't you choose me, Charlene?
Yeah. I still have to go places. I can't just say whoever.
Amelia's final question.
What would your advice be for people who are starting popping now?
I think it's pretty much the same advice as for females who want to pick up popping is don't stop. I know like when you look at other people and you compare yourself with them, you get very discouraged because you feel like you won't reach their level. Like even in the next 2 years, like if you enter a battle that you will never beat them, and then it's always like an open level battle, and then you feel like you can never achieve anything. But that's not the case. Like I don't wanna diss Keanu, but for me, I enter a battle, and then it's a 2-on-2 battle, and my opposite side is my teacher, and I actually got 1 vote. That 1 vote that I was so shocked. I had to have 30 minutes to figure things out because I never thought that I could beat my teacher. But it's those moments that you don't give up and you keep on pushing on, you keep on practicing. Eventually you will beat everyone that you think that they're better than you. So persistence, because everyone can win. Battle is everyone's game.
Awesome. Okay, your final words for everybody listening to this.
You don't need to quit school to be a dancer. You can balance your life. You can still continue with uni. You can still continue with your work, and you can still dance. I want to be that life example for everyone. Even though you might not have a social life afterwards, you might not have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but if you want to pursue that way, I'm here. I'm a life example for you to tell your parents that you don't need to quit school or quit anything to pursue dancing. And dancing can be done at the same way. You can achieve high levels in dance and also do a good job in your studies.
Awesome. Any shout outs before we finish?
Shout out to Juicy Groove. You guys are gonna win Poppy Nation.
Any others?
Shout out to Keanu, because you're the best.
I thought Jack was the best.
Well, best teacher.
Oh, that's political again. All right, thank you very much, Charlene.
Oh, thank you. Can you put the...
Maybe. you should do it.
Do it now!
It doesn't sound that right.
Alright, so that was our inaugural podcast with Charlene for the EXO Instructor Spotlight. Did you enjoy it? Tell us what you think. If we can do better, if we can do worse, and definitely also who else you want to hear on this podcast. Who should we talk to next week, Amelia? We don't know yet who we're going to interview next week, but stay tuned because we'll put a post on the group asking you guys for questions. Who do you want? Let us know below and we'll definitely get around to talking to them. Eventually, I feel we'll talk to everybody and then we'll talk to other people as well. Maybe if we've got special guests who come down, we can talk to them also, things like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed listening and see you next time.
See ya.